Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Onshape this. Okay, so today we'll be looking at this orange juicer, and this is basically a product I found while scrolling through an e-store on the web, and so I decided to get my hands busy modeling it up inside of Onshape. So what we're going to do today is I'm just kind of gonna walk you through how you can model this in Onshape. It's going to be a three-part series, I believe, so that I don't just give you everything at once. Right, so we'll just break it down into three parts and you can follow along easily. So we'll be looking at a couple of features and a bonus feature at the end, which is called thickness analysis. So it's a special feature from Onshape that allows us to probe the thickness of our parts across its entire section, and we're going to be looking at that, how that helps us design, you know, better, you know, plastic parts basically. So stick around and let's have fun together on shaping this, on modeling this inside of Onshape. All right, so here we are. This is the bottom pan, and very quickly we're going to run through how I got this. Right, so it's basically two features. I don't think you need more than two features, one revolve and one cut, as you will see very soon. So let me roll up my feature tree. So this is basically a folder. Bottom pan helps you organize your features, and you can do well to be very specific with the naming, so it helps you remember what features you're actually designing. Alright, so this is the sketch for the pan, and it's a simple sketch basically. So if you're following along and you want to design this, you can take a screenshot right now, and so you can copy these dimensions, right? But I basically pulled them off from a picture I found on the e-store that had dimensions of the product, and you see that appear on your screen right now. And yeah, so that picture was useful to help me get these dimensions. So 155 across, the entire length of the part, and then some other dimensions, right? So, but of course, some other dimensions here you have to put in based on your own discretion, right? Just get something similar to this. So once you're done with that, if you notice, right, it's just a single line, right, not double, right? Because that's important, because in the revolve that we'll be doing next, right, we are doing a thin, right? So whatever CAD platform you're using, I think you should be able to find this option to revolve as a thin part, right? And that allows me to add thickness to my original one line, right? And to produce this solid, right? So you can add your a thickness of, in my case I chose 2 millimeters, right? And yeah, and full, of course, right? And okay, so that's basically the revolve. So at this point we are nearly there, and then we have another sketch, right? And this is to cut out the handle profile, right? So this is the handle, and these are basically dimensions from my own discretion, right? So you can decide to change it up to whatever you want, right? But just get something similar, right? And yeah, did one sketch on one side, drew these arcs symmetric about this center line, and then mirrored everything to the other side. Of course, converted the edge of my revolve so that I could have this space, right, this outline that I could use to extrude cut. So once you're done with that, you extrude through all, and boom, you have your part. So depending on where your plane is, you might want to do a symmetric, or however you want to do it. Just make sure it goes through all, right, so you have a very clean outline. Okay, so that's basically it. That's how I designed the bottom pan. And moving next to the lip of this orange juicer. Stay tuned.